Hey, you guys, it's Jeffy. I'm back from Vegas. I wanted to just give you an update. Yeah, look at that. I got a shave, man. Look like fucking Grizzly Adams. Um, Update on just some of the stuff that's been going on, just what I know now. And I don't have brilliant answers, but I have a little bit more information. So let me just get started. And hopefully you'll find at least, you know, if nothing else, at least you'll know you're being heard and we hate it and it sucks. And if you're watching this blog, you probably have watched other blogs and heard me. You know we fucking hate it. So I won't waste your time, bitching about it anymore. Let's just get to it, and hopefully you know we're working on it, and you'll do us the favor, because that's what it is at this point, of hanging in there with us and hopefully sticking around. And we're going to give you a great online experience. That's the goal. And so let's talk. Okay, so let's talk about the network connecting issues. Here's what I know. So it is on Sony's end, from what they tell me. Sony's told me this. I'm not throwing Sony under the bus. We've enjoyed working with them, and this game exists because of them and their faith in us and the faith in the title. So but I'm just letting you know where it is so you can kind of understand, what's happening. So it sounds like it's a server issue. Obviously, there's a lot of people, lots and lots and lots of people working on it around the clock. What they're doing right now, here's what's interesting, or to me it's interesting. It doesn't make your life any better if you can't connect. But so I got on tonight right when I got home from Vegas, and I immediately could connect. There was one time I couldn't connect. All the other times I could. Tons of rooms, which was always a joy to see. But what Sony is thinking, or actually they know what's happening, is sometimes when people are getting a network error, it's actually a bug that we waived in order to make our ship date, and none of us ever thought about it. It basically was giving a different error message, which was a network error message. But the actual message should be that, oh, you can't connect because this room is full. And so what they're telling me, and I'm curious if this is what you guys are finding, is they're saying that the matchmaking right now is only a 10% fail rate, and 90% of people should be able to get into quick matches right away. Don't know if that's true. If it is not, let me know. If it is, let me know. From that's your experience. But they're saying that when you try to join a room that's full, people are seeing the error, which is not really a network error. So they're going to take the server down. It sounds like it's going to take about 15 minutes, sometime tomorrow. It was supposed to be today. It's going to be tomorrow morning. And they're going to push this change to the code that will at least allow them to go to isolate, okay, these are no longer issues, and it'll let them sort of hone in on where the actual issue is. So ideally, a large percentage of the issues is simply that, but I can't imagine it's that easy, but you never know. So that's what's going on with that. Also, I'm going to put a link here. There was somebody on GameSpot on their forums posting about how he has found success messing with his router or whatnot. And I'm not saying there's no Eat Sleep Play Sony official line, go fuck with your routers. I don't know anything about that world. And some people say you shouldn't do certain things. It's dangerous to your safety, security in terms of data. I'm going to post the link of what he's saying. It definitely worked for him, according to him, and it seems to be working for other people. So that's where that is. I'll give you an update in the morning once we get this new thing on the server with the error message, and then let's see if it solves a lot, or it's still, just as fucking shitty as it's been for a lot of you guys and ladies. Freezing, crashing PS3s. We're not seeing a lot of that. Yes, there's a great guy. I forget his handle. He's got a kind of a dinosaur bone skeleton for his Twitter icon. He's been great. He's been posting. He posted us a YouTube video. I sent that off to Eat Sleep Play in Utah. They downloaded the Simpsons game that he has on there. They've tried to reproduce it. Sony San Diego QA has been trying to reproduce not just his bug, but they've been, because I've been saying, guys, I'm seeing this online, and they're like, dude, we can't reproduce it. So it doesn't mean they're not going to do it. It just means that right now, honestly, just to be truthful with you, so much of the effort is going into the bigger network issue, because we're seeing much more of that than the PS3 thing on the 60 gigs. So we will continue to look at that, but right now it's kind of a big problem, but it's not as big as the network issues. And so it's on our radar. It's on the front burner, but it's we can't make it happen, and they can't make it happen in San Diego, and so we don't know how isolated it is. Maybe what you could do, if there's anyone out there that's experienced it, let me know. It's possible that it's more about, you release a game, and I can't give you the sales numbers, but we've sold a lot of copies. You know, maybe it's really isolated. It's a hardware issue. I have no clue. But I'd love to know if you're watching this, how many of you have experienced that where you load it up and your PS3 literally shuts down and you have to reboot it. UGC, I'm going to be putting up right after this a tutorial, just kind of give you guys an idea of what it is. I've been told it was going to go up at 1 a.m. tonight by one person. Then a totally different person on the team says, "Oh, sorry, I have still fucking desert sand and wind and shit." My eyes are watering. That different person said, "Oh, well, no, we're hoping it goes up tomorrow. This should have gone up 3 weeks ago. I don't fucking know. Maybe it'll be up tonight. Maybe it'll be up tomorrow. I don't know. But at least I'm going to show you the video. Hopefully, it'll keep you interested in it. I think it's really cool, and I'll let you know as soon as we know." Parties breaking up. Okay, so here's the deal on this. First off, people are like, "How do I join friends?" Our fault. We just didn't. We didn't train players as well as we should have. If you hit select, pretty much anywhere in the game, certainly in single player, certainly in multiplayer, you'll bring up the party and clan system where you can invite friends. Now we've seen people say, "Yeah, we can do that, but we can't invite friends who are online." You can. I haven't looked at it tonight, but if that's the case, you can, but you have to actually enter their names. Don't ask me why the list of people who are friends that are offline is coming up. If that's genuinely happening, we'll look at it and we'll try to get that fixed in the next patch that's coming out because that's real shitty. But you can bring friends in. Now, people are saying, yeah, but it sucks because a lot of times I'm split up from my friends and my party when I want to go into a game. And this is something we have to look at. We have to get the network error fixed first to see literally how many players we have. This, I think, was a choice we made. I spoke to Scott in Utah about this today because we were worried about balancing the game and making sure that if you've got 8 great Twisted Metal players and you guys all go into a lobby together and you're playing against a bunch of new players, we were trying to reconcile the desire for a party to stay together and to allow the skill and the ranking in the matchmaking to be fair. And it may just be that we erred too much on the side of balance, and we need to figure out a better solution. So we're looking into that, but we hear you, and we're going to get a lot of people in the game first, fixing the network errors, and that we're going to look at for not a day 2 patch, but the next patch, and we'll let you know if that goes in. People are asking for forced starts. Yes, I hear you. I agree. Needs to be done. People are asking for asynchronous entry. We're going to look at that. We have that in the unranked games, but again, we were real sticklers on the balance and the fair games. But it may be that we should just say fuck it. We're going to let you come into ranked games async, and if you really want to play competitively, you password protect your room. We're looking into that. We hear you on that. Sorry, I'm just looking at my list because I don't want to make save stats. Okay, now I sent this off to QA. Here's what I need from you, if you don't mind. If you're someone who's been saying, "Oh, I ranked up and then my stats weren't there." Here's what we think is happening because we've seen this before, and some people have been tweeting me saying, "Oh no, it's fine," but it's not always immediately. What happens is, if the way my lay brain understands it, is that you'll get your stats. You'll see the bar fill up. You'll see the bar at the end. Certainly, if you quit out before the game's over, I'm pretty sure we don't give you the stats. But when you finish a game, you'll see the little kind of thermometer mercury rising, and that doesn't mean you have it yet. I mean, it does in terms of we've given it to you, but it hasn't gone out to the server. And I think every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I forget what the setting they have it at, that gets sent out, to sort of where the stat server is and gets saved. And so a lot of times it may be that a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, I came back later, 10 minutes later, and suddenly I had what I thought I didn't have." And so please do me a favor. If you're one of those people that think you've ranked up and lost it, check back, and let me know if it's gone for good or if it's like, "Oh no, it's actually there," because a lot of people have been telling me that. I need to kind of figure out the difference between that and what could be a bug of people like, "Fuck, I totally don't have my stats." Let me know on that, and I'll keep tracking that with you guys. What else? People are asking, how do I find ranked games? If you go to the list of games in the server list, there's a filter up there, and rank games is one of the things you can set as the things that you wanna search for. So I have mine set right now because I'm trying to rank up too. all ranked games. So only thing that comes up for me is games that are ranked, and then that's how you know. I don't know if it's actually in the bar. It might be a good idea if in a future patch we put some kind of visual icon. It might be there, but I'm not sure. Excuse me. And then obviously we've been struggling so much to kind of deal with the network issues. I am taking in all the balance issues. I'm going to let it settle for a few days, let people unlock more cars, and let's see if there are balance issues. Let's see if the nukes have too many hit points. Let's see if they have enough fuel. Let's see if this weapon does too much damage. So that's stuff we want to be hearing too. So that's kind of an update at 10:30 on Thursday, 2 days after the game is launched, and I hope we get a lot of this addressed tomorrow, or at least some of it, and I hope you guys send me some feedback based on this, and if anything else is new, tweet me, David Scott Jaffe, at David Scott Jaffe, or tweet me here, or comment here. Better to tweet, though, because I see that more than I see the comments these days, because that's, I don't know, it's easier for me and faster. All right, so I'm going to now get up a skin UGC video so you guys can watch that. All right, thanks, you guys. I appreciate, again, seriously, you know that. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for putting up with this, dude. It's not the shit. It's just poo. It's fecal paste. It's shit. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it.